Gotcha.
Again, Maggie Fernandez. I'm so depressed. I need to have a drink for two reasons. Number one, it's impossible to talk about sea level rise without talking about the impacts to sea level rise. I'm not going to mention the word because we've done a very good job today of not talking about the word. And I'm so sad that in the counties, and I already talked to your staff over here, who's lovely, that the GIS website is beautiful, and it has such great information, but it barely even touches on climate. We got to do a better job of that. And it's your responsibility, and I understand that it's outside of your scope, but we got to do a better job of that. We can't talk about adaptation and not talk about mitigation. If not, we're just going to be constructing our streets up and up and up, or whatever we're going to do for like the rest of our lives until we're no longer here. Anyways, the other thing I want to mention quickly, this is not for you all. You all are lovely, and you're great to look at. But I am so tired. This is for the mayor and for the commissioners and the city manager. So tired of standing at this podium and seeing only men and white men. So tired of it. There's a room full of women here who have stayed through the entire meeting, who I'm certain would love to take some of the positions here on the Sea Level Rise Task Force. And I'm certain will get stuff done. So let this be your wake-up call, and you guys are my friends. Well, the ones I know. So I'm not trying to be, an asshole. Oops. But, come on, let's do it. Let's get Jane some resolutions to send to the city commission. Let's do something here. I sat through the first hour and a half of the meeting, and it was just you all talking to each other. I don't want to hear you talk. I want to see you act. Thank you.
Hi, Maggie.
Yes.
Points well taken, and definitely diversity is important. Not to mention this in any token way, I don't think you've attended one of these meetings before. We do have one female member. Who's
one black female.
Yes,
you
who's
killed
also, I just
two
want to make
birds
sure
with one stone there.
Right, just want to make sure you were
Good
aware.
job, good job.
Well, to add, Jane was a
And we had
member.
a previous female before.
We had a couple.
We had
before.
three or four on this board.
Rachel Silverstein, Jane was on it before. Just wanted to mention that.
Look, it's not your fault. You actually stepped up and went to your elected officials.
Yep.
And got yourself appointed. So I'm saying we need to do a better job, actually, of going to our elected officials and asking them to appoint us to these positions.
Of course.
Okay, Maggie, we hear you, okay? So, I wish your energy and your enthusiasm towards changing the world were a little bit more focused.
Well, I don't appreciate being mansplained, excuse
let
me.
me complete
but
my
thank you very much.
statement, 'cause
I didn't come
you already
here.
scolded us, so I could respond to you, right? I mean, you already called us a bunch of idiots that are wasting our times here, basically. So listen to me for a second.
Words came out of my
You
mouth.
don't want to listen to me? You don't want to listen?
If you're not
If you don't want to listen, then just go home and forget about showing up here again, because this is not a climate change meeting.
Wait.
This is not a climate change meeting.
Wait a second. Everybody. And let me say it here. First, in the response of a committee member responding to your statement, you shouldn't respond right back at him in the first words that he's mansplaining to you.
Yeah, I
That
think you're
would
totally
happen.
out of order. I think
Reynaldo,
you're out of
Reynaldo,
order, and you're wasting your
one
time
second.
here with us. You're wasting your time here with us.
Please. It's just to a second.
But I need to make my statement. So I am of the opinion that this city needs to invest time in adaptation and thinking through how we're going to adapt to what's already happening. The scientists that I have met throughout the world that are a lot more, intelligent than you and I have told me that no matter what we do here, we could all go into complete carbon neutral action here in this community, okay, for the rest of our existence. The heat that's in the ocean that is creating the thermal expansion, the ice that is melting, okay, all of that is irreversible, okay, and that's what I've heard from the scientists that are looking at this continuously. So my action plan as an architect in this community is to think through adaptation, okay? Not through, I don't want to spend an ounce of my energy in this planet right now fighting the polluters, okay? Because I think we all are that, okay? Otherwise, I think we're hypocrites, but we're all polluting. So for you to come here and tell us that what we need to be focusing on is, liability of who's created this problem and this and that. I mean, I'm of a different approach, a different strategy, and I wish you would respect that. okay? I think that you come here to listen, you get frustrated. I'm telling you, the best way to invest your energy is to think about what is Miami going to do to adapt to what's already happening, to the future that's already coming to us. Okay, that's where I would put my energy. Not in coming here, making us feel like we're wasting our time and that we're a bunch of incompetent individuals here and criticizing the mix and the equity balance of this committee. I think you're wasting your time. I don't appreciate it. I personally don't want to hear about that again from you. If I have to because I'm here. But, you know, we're all volunteers here, and we're all trying to give back to our community. We all love Miami as much as you think you like Miami or love Miami. But I find your presentation, your approach, offensive, misguided, and a waste of energy. I just wanted to say that in this public forum.
Mr. Chair, may I have a say?
Of course.
Okay, Ms. Fernandez, I thank you for coming here and sharing your insight with the committee. I think a lot of the members in this committee are very passionate in what they do. They've been here for a while. I think everybody in the committee is trying to get work done. You have the First Amendment right, you can speak and you can say whatever you want. Don't ever let anybody try to stop you from saying what you feel. I'm a big boy, I can take it, and if I can't, I get off the committee. But please understand that the members of this committee are trying. They have dedicated a lot of time and effort to it, and I just ask that you keep that in mind when you make the comments, but I don't feel that discussion, that interface should have taken place. That's just my take on it. As a member of the committee and a city employee, and you know, I know everybody in this committee is doing the best they can. So
Well, thank
keep
you.
it up.
Thank you.
If it's people like you that cause change, and I welcome it. Thank you.
I cannot apologize for pushing harder.
You don't have to.
So,
That's fine.
thank you.
And, Mr. Vice Chair, can I just add something?
Yes, of course.
Maggie, committee staff, definitely appreciate that you came and had the opportunity to say whatever on your mind. My comment was just informational, as to we had for one current female member and 3 previous female members. May or may not be enough. I was just sharing that information. That was all.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just want.
Bravo, Maggie.
I was just going to say two things. The first, I'm the one that replaced Rachel Silverstein, so I'm totally, it's my fault, but Rachel's fantastic and brilliant, and it was actually the other way around. Ken Russell, commissioner, came to me. It wasn't the other way around. Asked me to be on the committee, and I completely agree. I think there should be more women on the committee. I totally agree with you. The other item is sort of, and it's come up a bunch tonight, about climate change and how much we should be digging into climate change, and that's something we've talked a lot about. And I think it's something that we'll continue to talk about. And there have been discussions about, is it feasible or appropriate to broaden the scope of what this committee does? As you can already tell, it seems like we have a lot to deal with. And so perhaps down the road, maybe it's something we could advise a commission like, hey, a lot of people are bringing up climate. It's disturbing to us to know that there isn't a committee that's dealing with this. So maybe there should be. And that may be a conversation we can have, and we've talked about it, and I think we'll continue to talk about it. But it is something it's come up, and I think everybody agrees that it's a big issue. What the solution is going to be, I don't know yet, but I think just to reaffirm that it's on our minds and we're aware of it and we're trying to make progress on it.